And then I went to the theater festival.
Ladies and gentlemen, Irina Nikolaevna Arkadina.
What was that?
My medicine case. Something probably exploded. Nothing. A bottle of ether blew up.
Oh, of course, dear.
Why do you always wear black?
Been mourning for my life. I'm unhappy.
Why? I don't understand. You're healthy. Your father's not rich, but he's not poor. My life is much harder than yours. I earn only 23 rubles a month.
It's not a matter of money. Even a poor person can be happy.
That's a nice theory, but in practice, it doesn't work. Take my case. There's me, my mother, my two sisters, and my little brother. On my salary of 23 rubles a month, we have to eat and drink, to buy sugar and tea and tobacco, and so on and so on and so on.
Play will begin soon.
Yes. Nina is to perform in a play by Constantine. They're in love. Tonight, their souls will mingle, and art true to both of them. But your soul and my soul have no such common ground. I love you so much. I can't stay home alone. Each day, I walk 6 miles here and 6 miles back to be nothing but indifference on your part.
Nonsense! I'm touched by your love. I just can't return it. That's all. Here, have some.
No, thank you.
The air's heavy. We'll probably have a storm. All you do is philosophize or talk about money. You think there's nothing worse than to be poor. But I'd 1,000 times rather be a beggar and rest. You wouldn't understand.
For some reason, the country's not my style. It's not. It's too late to change me.
You should be living in town. And you two shouldn't go there yet. You'll be called when we're ready.
I'm retired now. I've got nowhere else to go. So I'm here.
Everything's ready, sir.
Good. Wait another 5 minutes, and then we'll call everybody in. this is our theater. An empty space. No scenery. All you see is the lake and the horizon. The curtain goes up just as the moon is rising.
It's perfect.
If Nina's late, of course, the whole time will be spoiled. She should be here by now. Her father and stepmother watched the girl at calls. Your hair and beard are a mess. You should have them trimmed.
The bane of my life. When I was young, I looked like I was drunk or something.
I hate the country. I don't know where I'm going.
Women were never attracted to me.
It's such a bore.
Why is your mother in such a bad mood today?
Why? She's bored. And she's jealous. She is angry about my play because Nina's acting in it and she's not. She hasn't seen it or read it. And she hates it.
You think your mother doesn't like your play? Don't worry. Your mother adores you.
She loves me, she loves me not, she loves me, she loves me not, she loves me, she loves me not, she loves me, she loves me not. You see, my mother doesn't love me, and why should she? She wants excitement, romance, and pretty clothes. I'm 25 now. That reminds her that she's no longer young. When I'm not around, she's 32. But when I am, she's 43. She hates me for that. And because I don't believe in the theater.
But we must have a theater.
No, what we need is a new kind of theater. We need new forms. We can't have them. Let's have no theater at all. I love Mother. But she leads a stupid life. Always fussing about that writer of hers.
Tell me, what sort of man is this writer?
He's intelligent, simple, rather melancholy. He seems decent. He's under 40 and famous. As for his writing, you could call it charming or clever. But after reading Tolstoy or Zola, you'd hardly want to read Trigorin.
I love literary people, my boy. In my life, I wanted two things passionately. To marry and to become a writer. Neither happened. So to be even a second-rate writer sounds pretty good to me.
She's coming. I can't live without her. Even the sound of her footsteps is beautiful. Oh, my darling one, my dream.
I'm not late. I hope I'm not late.
No.
I worried all day. I was so afraid Father wouldn't let me come. He and my stepmother just went out. I raced the horse. The sky's already red. The moon will be up soon. But I'm happy now. I'm here.
You've been crying. I can tell by your pretty eyes. Or too pretty, won't.
I'm all right. I'm just out of breath. Please, let's hurry. I have to leave in half an hour. I have to. My father and his wife forbid me to come here. They say it's a good thing. They're afraid I'll become an actress. But I'm drawn here to the lake, like a seagull. My heart is filled with you. Someone might see us.
No. Here we're alone. Don't go away early. Please don't.
I must.
I love you. Who is it? Is that you, Yaakov?
Yes, sir.
Is the moon up?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the mental experience?
Yes, sir.
It's the sulfur.
Yes, sir.
When the red eyes appear, there must be the smell of sulfur. Everything's ready. Are you nervous?
Yes, terribly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the play is about to begin.
Of her. But Trigorin will be here. I'm terrified of acting in front of him. Famous writer.
Stand back.
Oh,
Don't look inside and
You want me to suffer. You sat on the terrace the whole of yesterday evening just to annoy me.
Is he young?
Yes.
Writes wonderful stories.
I wouldn't know. I haven't read them.
So busy talking to Irina Nikolaevna, you didn't even notice the cold. Admit you find her attractive.
I am 55.
So? For a man that's not old, you're still handsome. Like,
What do you want me to do?
You know, your play is hard to perform. There are no people in it.
Why should there be? I don't want to show life as it is, or as how people how things should be. I want to show life as it is in dreams.
But almost nothing happens. It's just talk.
men always throw themselves at the feet of an actress. Always.
And I think there should always be lovers in a play.
Once more. Once more. I stand before you, love. Everyone loves actors. We think of them differently than, say, shopkeepers. It's natural. It's idealizing.
Will women fall in love with you all? Do they throw themselves? Is that idealizing too?
Well, this has been the feelings that women have for me. What they love is that I'm a good doctor, and I'm a decent person.
And a dear one, my darling.
Careful, someone might see us.
At the Polk Town Fair in 1873, she was fantastic. Just fantastic. A sheer delight. And do you happen to know where the actor Chadin is? Pavel Semyonovich Chadin? Where is he now?
Stop asking me about actors from before the flood. How should I know where he is?
Ah, Pavel Chadin. There's no one like him today.
Ladies and...
Oh, Hamlet! Speak no more! Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul! And there I see such black and green spots as will not leave their tinct.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Oh, say no more! These words like daggers enter in my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet!
A murderer and a villain, a slave not 20th part of the type of your president lord.
No more.
Ladies and gentlemen, our play begins now. O ancient shades that by night fly over this lake, lull us to sleep now, and bring us dreams of what will be in 200,000 years.
What will be in 200,000 years is nothing.
Well, then let them show us that nothing.
Yes, let them. We sleep.
Human, lion, eagle, quail, deer, goose, spider, silent fish dwelling in the deep, starfish, tiny creatures invisible to the eye, bees, and every form of life, every form, have ended their round of sorrow and become extinct. For thousands of centuries, the earth has borne no living creature. In vain now does the poor moonlight and lamp. Rains no longer waiting to cry in the meadows, and in the linden groves, the hum of beetles is no longer heard. All is cold, 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 empty, 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 desolate, desolate, desolate. The bodies of all beings are dissolved to dust. Eternal matter everything, everything, everything. Each being lives in me.
This is something decadent.
Mother!
I'm alone, alone, alone. Every 100 years I open my lips and speak, but my voice echoes sadly in the void. I listen. No one hears, not even you, pale flames. The decay of the marsh bombs you late in the night, and you flicker till dawn, without thought, will, or feeling, but afraid of what might be born from you, Satan, Father of eternal matter, continuously changes your atoms, you, stone and water, continuously change. Only I remain unchanged. I am eternal. I am like a prisoner down a deep, empty well. I do not know where I am or what awaits me. I know only that in the savage struggle between Satan, Prince of eternal matter, I shall ultimately win. And when spirit and matter merge, harmoniously become one, the reign of universal will shall begin. But that will only happen after countless millennia, when the moon, the bright dawn star, and earth have dissolved to dust. Until that fateful day, horror, horror. Satan, my mighty enemy approaches. I see his terrible blood-red eyes.
I smell sulfur. Is that part of the play?
Yes!
Oh, I see. A scenic effect.
Mother!
Without humans, Satan is lonely.
You've taken your hat off again. Put it back on before you catch cold.
The doctor has taken his hat off to Satan, the Father of eternal matter.
That's enough! The play's over! Close the curtain!
Why are you angry?
Curtain! Close the curtain! Forgive me, I forgot that only a chosen few are allowed to write plays or act in them! I've infringed on a monopoly!
What's the matter with him?
Irina! You can't hurt a young man's pride like that.
What did I say?
You hurt his feelings!
He said the play was to be for our amusement. I simply took him at his word.
Yes, but you...
And now, it seems that he's written a masterpiece. Good Lord, he's concocted this whole performance, fumigating us with sulfur, not as an entertainment, but as a lesson. He wants to teach us how to write and how to act. Well, I'm sick of it. It's boring. His perpetual fury at me would wear out the patience of a saint. He's nothing but a capricious, conceited boy.
He only wants to please you.
Is that so? Then why can't he write an ordinary play rather than forcing us to listen to depraved rubbish? Well, I don't mind rubbish occasionally if it's entertaining, but this has pretensions to being a new form of art, to ushering in a new era in art. Well, I see nothing new in it. I see nothing in it but the expression of a spiteful mind.
Everyone writes what he wants, and what he can.
Well, let him write what he wants and what he can, but don't ask me to listen to it.
Great Jove is angry.
I'm not Great Jove. I'm a woman, and I'm not angry. I'm just sorry to see a young man lose his time. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings.
There is no scientific basis for dividing spirit from matter. After all, spirit may just be different combinations of atoms. I think someone should write a play about a school teacher. We have a very hard life. Very hard.
Of course you do. But let's not talk about plays or atoms on such a lovely evening. Listen. Do you hear? They're singing. Oh, it's lovely.
It's from the other side of the lake.
10 or 15 years ago, we used to have music and singing on the lake every night. In the 6 big houses along the shore, there was always laughter and noise, people firing guns and endlessly making love. And the jeune premier big houses was our friend here, Dr. Yevgeny Sergeyevich. He's charming now, but then he was simply irresistible. Am I beginning to feel badly? Why did I hurt my poor boy's feelings? Kostya! Darling! Constantine!
I'll go look for him.
Oh, would you do?
Constantine! Yoo-hoo! I guess we're not going on, so I can come out now.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo! Enchanting! Such beauty, such a lovely voice. It's a sin to bury yourself in the country, dear. You have talent. Believe me. You must go on the stage.
Oh, that's my dream, but it'll never happen.
Who can tell? Let me introduce you to Boris Alexeyevich Trigorin.
I'm so happy. I read everything you write.
Don't be shy, dear. He has a simple soul for such a famous man, don't you, dear? See how shy he is?
Can we open the curtains now? It's oppressive this way.
Yakov, open the curtain!
It's a strange play, isn't it?
I didn't understand it. But I liked you in it. You were very sincere. And the scenery was beautiful. I suppose there are lots of fish in that lake.
Yes.
I like the fish. There's nothing I'd rather do than sit by the lake at sunset and watch the cork flip.
But surely, for one who's experienced the joy of creation, no greater pleasure can exist.
You mustn't say things to him like that, dear. He doesn't know what to say when people compliment him.
I must go. Goodbye.
Where must you go? Why so soon? We won't let you leave.
Papa's expecting me.
What a man he is, really. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. It's sad to lose you.
If you only knew how much I wanted to stay.
Someone must see you home, dear.
Oh, no. No. You must.
That poor little girl. They say the mother died leaving everything to the father, and he has willed it all to his second wife. Nina will be left with nothing.
Truth is, her father is an impossible scoundrel.
What do you say we go in? It's getting down. My legs ache.
Your poor old legs, stiff as wood. Here, let him help you. Come along, poor old patriarch.
Madam.
I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm crazy. But I really liked this play. There was something fresh and direct about it. When she spoke of loneliness, and later when the red eyes appeared, my hands trembled. I think he's coming. I want to say nice things to him. So, they've all gone. Constantine, I really liked your play. It's strange, and of course I didn't hear the end, but it made an impression on me. You have talent. You must write more. You chose an abstract topic. That's good. Art should express great ideas. And nothing can be beautiful if it's not serious.
Do you think I should go on?
Yes. But write only what's true and timeless.
Where's Nina?
And one more thing. A work of art must have a clear, concise purpose. You must know why you write.
Where's Nina?
She's gone home.
I want to see her.
I have to see her. I'm going after her.
Calm down,
I'm
Kostya.
going after her. I must. Bye, Doctor. Thank you.
Youth. Youth.
Come, stand next to me. You're 22 and I'm nearly twice your age. You're getting so age. Which of us looks younger?
You, of course.
There, you see? And why? Because I work. I feel, I move all the time. You stay put, you don't really live. I make it a rule never to worry about the future. I don't think about aging or dying. What will be, will be.
And I drag myself along like a dress with an endless train. I feel 1,000 years old. I often wish I were dead. It's all nonsense, of course. I have to shake it off. Pull myself together.
I'm as particular about myself as an English duchess. I hold myself together, as they say. My hair and clothes are always comme il faut. I would never leave the house in a dressing gown, my hair a mess, even to go into the garden. I look young because I'm not sloppy with my body. I don't let myself go the way some people do. There, you see, I'm light as a bird, ready to play a 15-year-old at any time.
If you don't mind. We left off with the corn merchants and the rats.
Yes, and the rats, go on. Oh, let me read. It's my turn. And the rats, here we are. Thus, although it's as dangerous for society people to entice writers into their homes as it is for corn merchants to breed rats in their granaries, nonetheless, writers are in great demand. When a woman chooses a writer she wishes to capture, she lays siege to him with all manner of flatteries and favors. Well, that may be true in France, but certainly not in Russia. We're not that calculating. Here a woman is in love with a writer before she tries to capture him.
Yes. So we're happy today. Happy at last. Such fun. Our father and stepmother have gone to Tver. We're free for 3 whole days.
I'm so happy. Now I'm yours.
She's looking very pretty today.
Neatly dressed and, interestingly, but a clever girl. But we mustn't praise her too much, it may bring bad luck. Tell me, where's Boris Alexeyevich?
What are you reading?
Maupassant's On the Water, dear. Well, the rest is boring and completely untrue. I'm anxious. I'm troubled. Tell me, what's the matter with my son? Why is he so moody, so ill-tempered? He spends whole days by the lake. I hardly ever see him.
He looks worried. Would you recite something from his play?
If you like, but it's so uninteresting.
When he reads aloud, his eyes shine and his face turns pale. Oh, he has a wonderful sad voice. He looks like a poet.
Sweet dreams.
Petrusha, are you sleeping?
No, I'm not.
So foolish of you, dear, not to take medicine.
I want to take medicine, but the doctor won't give me any.
Cure all's at 60!
Even at 60, one wants to live.
All right, take some valerian.
I think that you should go to a spa.
Spa. Well, the will to live is good, but wanting to go to spas at 60 to take cures, that, forgive me, is just silly.
You talk like a man who's had everything.
Oh, what could be more boring than this boring country life? No one does anything. Everyone philosophizes. Of course, it's lovely to be with you, my dears, and lovely to hear you talk. But how much more lovely to be alone in my hotel room, studying my part.
Oh, yes. I know just what you mean.
Of course, it's better in town.
Here they are. Good morning to you. Delighted to see you looking so well. Now, my wife tells me you wish her to drive into town with you today. Is that true?
Yes, we're going into town.
Very nice, but how do you propose to go there, dear lady? We can't ride today. What horses can I spare?
What horses? How should I know what horses?
The carriage horses, of course.
The carriage horses? And where am I to find collars? This is extraordinary. Amazing. Dear lady, forgive me. I kneel before your talent. I would gladly give you 10 years of my life, but I cannot give you horses.
But if I want to go into town, isn't that a bit odd?
Dear lady, you don't realize what it is to run a farm.
Very well, then. I return to Moscow today. Send to the village to hire horses, or I walk to the station!
Then I resign. Find yourself another manager.
It's the same old story every summer! Every summer I'm insulted! I shall never set foot here again!
The nerve of that man! I've had enough. I want all the horses brought here right now.
To deny the famous actress Karimi Hakak is incredible. Her slightest whim matters more than all of your silly farming.
Put yourself in my place. What can I do?
We'll go find my sister. We'll plead with her not to leave, won't we? That man is impossible. He's a tyrant.
This is terrible.
Yes, terrible. Terrible. But he won't get away with it. I'll give him a piece of my mind.
People are tiresome. Your husband, of course, should have been fired a long time ago. But in the end, it will be the old man, Pyotr Nikolaevich, who will apologize. We'll see.
I sent the carriage horses into the fields, of course. Oh, if you only knew how it made me feel. It makes me ill. Look, I'm trembling. Oh, I can't bear his hoarseness. I'm beginning. Oh, my darling, my dearest darling. Take me away with you. We're not young anymore. We've only to spend the rest of our days and stop lying, stop hiding.
I'm 55. It's too late for me to change how I live now.
I see. Of course. There are other women, of course. You can't take us all home. You can't live with us all. I'm sorry. You must be very tired of me.
It's all right.
I'm always jealous. I suffer from jealousy. I know a doctor can't avoid women. I understand.
Is everything all right in there?
Irina Nikolaevna is crying. And Pyotr Nikolaevich is having an asthma attack.
I will give them some valerian.
For you.
Mercy pay.
Oh, my! Why, what pretty flowers! Give them to me! Give them to me!
How strange. A famous actress should cry over such a small thing. How strange a famous writer, everyone's favorite, mentioned every day in the papers, his books translated, his picture everywhere, should spend whole days down by the lake fishing and be happy to catch 2 fish. cry, fish, play cards, and lose their tempers, just like the rest of us.
Are you alone?
Yes. What's that?
I was violent enough to kill this seagull today.
What's the matter with you?
I'll kill myself the same way soon.
Hardly recognize you.
I hardly recognize you. You've changed toward me. Your eyes are cold. My presence seems to embarrass you.
You're so irritable lately. And you talk in riddles. Like this. This seagull, what is it? Symbol? I don't understand. I'm afraid I'm too simple to understand you.
It all began the night my play failed, didn't it? Women don't forgive failure. I burnt the play down to the last page. If you only knew how unhappy I am. Your being cold to me is terrible. It's unbelievable. It's as if I'd woke up one morning and found the lake dry or sunk into the earth. You say you're too simple to understand me. But what is there to understand? My play failed. And now you don't like my work, and you think I'm worthless and unimportant, just like everybody else does. I understand that. I understand it only too well. It's like a nail pounding into my head. Well, to hell with it. And to hell with my pride. Here comes real genius. He walks like Hamlet. And with a book, too. Words, words, words. This sun is but to appear and you're smiling. The coldness in your eyes melts in its warmth. All right. I won't stand in your way.
Takes snuff. Drinks vodka. Always wears black. And the schoolmaster in love with her.
Good morning, Boris Alexeyevich.
Good morning. I'm afraid we're leaving today. I am sorry. You and I are not likely to meet again. I don't often meet young, charming girls. I've forgotten what it is to be young. I like to see through your eyes. Know what kind of person you are. Know how you think.
What is it like to be famous? How does it make you feel?
How? I don't know. I've never thought about it.
How do you feel when you read about yourself? In the newspaper?
Well, when they like me, I'm pleased. When they hate me, I feel bad.
It's a strange world, isn't it? People's fates are so different. If you only knew how I envy you. Most people live miserable, anonymous lives, each day just like the next, all terribly unhappy. While some, like you're one in a million. It's your fate to live a bright, fascinating, worthwhile life.
Fame, happiness, a fascinating life. Forgive me, but those words are about as meaningful to me as sugar plums. which I don't eat. Excuse me.
You have a beautiful life.
You have stepped on my toes, as they say. You've made me angry and excited. Let's talk about my bright, beautiful life, shall we? I talk to you. I am excited. But I can't help but think about the unfinished novel waiting on my desk. I see a cloud, shaped like a grand piano. Immediately, I take note. A cloud sailed by, shaped like a grand piano. I smell heliotrope. Immediately, I take note. A sickly smell. A widow's color. I use it to capture a summer evening. I capture everything that we say, and I lock it in my literary storeroom. Who knows when it'll be useful? Well, and then when I finish, I rush to the theater, or I go fishing, hoping to find rest. But no, a new idea drops into my head like a cannonball, and I'm back at work again, writing. I consume my life. I have no rest. As for my young years, my best years, life was torture. See, life for a beginning writer, especially an unlucky one, is torture. He is not wanted, but he can't resist being around people. They don't want him around, they ignore him. He's like an incurable gambler with no money. And I have never met my readers, but I imagine them to be suspicious. And be a deathly fear of theater audiences. Whenever a new play of mine opens, I suspect the dark-haired people in the audience are hostile, and the blondes cold and indifferent. It's torture.
But surely, when you're inspired and creating, you must have moments of great ecstasy.
Well, sure, I like writing, and I love reading proofs. But as soon as one of my novels is published, I read it and I hate it, and I'm angry, and I realize it's not what I meant, and I feel bad. Of course, people will read it and they'll say, charming, clever, but not as good as Tolstoy. Yes, charming and clever. On my tombstone, it'll read, "Here lies Trigorin, a good writer, but not as good as Turgenev."
Sorry, but I refuse to understand you. I think you've been spoiled by success.
Success? What success? I don't like myself, and I don't like my work. The worst part of it is, I live in a daze. I write about things I don't even understand. I love this lake. Oh, and the sky and the trees, and they stir in me an irresistible passion to write about them. And so I write about them. But damn it, I'm a citizen. I love my country. A writer should write about his country. He should write about their suffering and their future. Science, society, the rights of man, and so on and so on. Well, and then I write about all that. Science and society, they move on, and I'm left behind. I'm like a dog chasing a train. I think in the end, all I really can write about are landscapes. About everything else, I am false. I am false to the core.
You work too hard. Of course you don't have the time or the wish to appreciate the importance of what you write. But others consider you a great man. If I were a great writer like you, I'd give myself to the people. I'd know they could be happy only by raising themselves to my level. I'd permit them to pull my chariot.
A chariot? You see me as Agamemnon?
For the glory of being a writer or an actress. I'd endure anything. The disapproval of my family and friends. Poverty, disappointment. I'd eat dry bread, live in a garret, and agonize over my limitations. But in return, I demand fame. Real, resounding fame.
But recently, Davy!
She's calling me. It's time to pack. Oh, I don't want to go. Oh, look at the lake. Oh, how glorious!
Spent my whole life by this lake, like a seagull.
But recently, Davy!
I'm coming! Well, what's this?
A seagull. Konstantin Vavilovich shot it.
Huh. Beautiful bird. Oh, I don't want to go. Try to persuade Irina Nikolaevna to stay.
What are you writing?
An idea for a story just flashed across my mind. A young girl, a lot like yourself, has lived her entire life by a lake. She loves the lake as the seagull loves it. She is happy and free as the seagull. But perchance a man comes by and, for lack of anything better to do, he destroys her.
But recently, Davy, where are you?
Coming! What is it?
We're staying.
This is a dream.
I'll tell you this because you're a writer. You can use it if you want to. It's the truth. If he had died when he shot himself, I wouldn't have lived another moment. But I'm becoming stronger. I have made a decision. I shall uproot love from my heart.
How will you do it?
I shall marry Medvyenko.
The schoolmaster.
Yes.
Oh, I don't understand. Is that necessary?
Loving and hoping, year after year. What's the point? When I am married, there'll be no time for love. New worries will make me forget.
Anyway, it'll be a change, won't it? Shall we have another?
Oh, haven't we had enough?
No. Don't look at me that way. More women drink than you think. They just don't do it openly as I do. It's always in secret. To your health. You're nice. Easy to get along with. I'm sorry you're leaving.
Oh, I don't want to go.
Then ask her to stay.
Oh, she won't do it. Her son, he behaves tactlessly. First, he tries to shoot himself. And then it appears as if he wants to challenge me to a duel. Why? Then he sulks and he snorts and he preaches about new art forms. There is plenty of room for all forms of art, old and new. There is no reason to push and shove.
Well, he's jealous, of course. But that's none of my business. My schoolmaster's not smart. But he's kind and he's poor. He loves me. He needs me. I feel sorry for him. And for his old mother. Well, I wish you luck. Please think kindly of me. I'm grateful to you for your friendship. Send me your books. Don't forget to autograph them. But please don't sign them with best wishes. Instead, write to Masha, who doesn't know where she's from or why she's alive. Or even?
Even?
No. You're leaving. We'll probably never see each other again. So, I got you this little medallion and had your initials engraved on it. And on the back, the title of your book, Days and Nights.
Days and Nights. Page 121, lines 11 and 12. It's beautiful.
Think of me sometimes?
I will. I will. Think of you on that summer day a month ago. You remember? You were wearing your white summer dress. We talked, you remember?
Someone might come in.
Stay home, my dear. With your rheumatism, you really shouldn't be running about paying visits. I think I've packed everything. I'm exhausted.
Shall I pack your fishing rods, sir?
Yes, I'll want them.
Yes, sir.
Really, Patricia, you should stay home.
You're leaving. It's lonely here without you.
All right. But don't be too bored when we return. You must go on living here, you know. Try to avoid catching cold. Take care of Constantine. I'm leaving, and I don't even know why he tried to kill himself. I suppose it was jealousy. The sooner I take Goran away, the better.
I don't know. There may have been other reasons, too. He's a bright young man living in the country. No money, no position, no future. He has nothing to do. He's ashamed of that. Frightened of it, even.
That boy is such a worry to me. He should get himself a job in the civil service or something.
And your book, sir?
No. Give them away.
It wouldn't be so bad if you were to give him a little money. You see, I think he should have some decent clothes. And he's been wearing the same old jacket for 3 years. And it wouldn't be so bad for a young man to travel abroad for a while. That wouldn't cost much, would it?
I don't know. I suppose I could manage a new suit. But going abroad is out of the question. I don't even think I could afford the suit. I don't have any money. I don't!
Yes, well, don't get angry with me, my dear. I believe you.
I don't have any money.
I give him some money, but I don't have any. Not a kopeck.
Well, of course I have some money, but I'm an actress. The price of my costumes alone is enough to ruin me.
You're a generous, warm-hearted woman. I respect you. I do. I'm afraid I don't feel so well. My head is swimming. Something's coming over me.
Patricia? Patricia, my darling! Help me! Help! He's feeling faint!
Nothing, really. Nothing.
It's over. Don't worry, Mama. It's not serious. Uncle often has his attacks now. You must go lie down.
For a while. Yes. Then I'm going to town. I'll lie down. Then I'm going to town. Is that clear?
Oh, he frightened me.
He shouldn't be living in the country. He doesn't feel well here. If you suddenly felt generous, Mama, and loaned him $1,000 or $2, he could spend a whole year in town.
I don't have any money. I'm an actress, not a banker.
Will you change my bandage for me, Mama? You do it so well.
Sit here. You look like you're wearing a turban. Yesterday in the kitchen, someone asked your nationality. Oh, the spoon's almost gone. Just a little scar. You won't do anything silly again while I'm gone, will you?
No, Mama. It was just a moment of crazy despair. I couldn't control myself. It won't happen again. You have golden hands, Mama. These past few days, Mama, I've loved you as innocently and fully as a child. I have only you now. But why do you allow yourself to fall under the spell of that man?
Constantine, you don't understand him. He has a noble character.
Noble? When he heard I was going to challenge him to a duel, that noble character turned into a coward. He's leaving an ignominious retreat.
Nonsense. I asked him to leave.
Noble character. You and I almost quarrel about him here, and he's making fun of us. Expanding Nina's mind.
You enjoy saying disagreeable things to me. I've told you that I respect him, and I'll thank you not to speak badly of him in my presence.
Well, I don't respect him. You want me to think he's a genius, but I can't lie about it. His stories make me sick.
That's just envy. Those are only pretensions to talent always insult genius. It must be comforting.
Genius! I have more genius than any of you if it comes to that. You and he.
And your boring old ideas, you control the arts. You won't recognize or tolerate anything other than your own superficial notions. You sit on and suppress everything else. Well, I don't accept your high artistic opinions of yourself. I don't accept his, and I don't accept yours.
You're decadent.
Well then, go back to your precious theater. Act in your trashy third-rate plays.
I have never acted in trashy third-rate plays. Why don't you leave me alone? You can't even write a cheap vaudeville sketch. You little sponge!
Miser!
Beggar! You little nobody! Stop crying! Please stop crying! Do stop crying. Please forgive me. Forgive your wicked mother. I'm such a miserable person. Please forgive me.
If you only knew, I lost everything. She doesn't love me anymore. I can't write. It's hopeless.
Don't feel like that. It'll work out.
He's leaving today. She'll love you again.
There, that's enough. We've made up now, haven't we?
Yes, Mama.
Make up with him too? You don't really want to duel. It's too silly.
All right, Mama. Only don't make me see him again. That would be too much. I couldn't bear it. He's coming. I'm going.
If you should ever need my life, come and take it.
The horses will be here soon.
If you should ever need my life, come and take it.
Are you packed?
Yes. Oh, why does this appeal from such a pure heart make me sad? If you should ever need my life, come and take it. Let's stay. Stay another day.
Darling, I know why you want to stay. Try to control yourself. You're a little drunk. Be sober.
You be sober, huh? Be wise and understanding. You're capable of it. Be a friend, huh? Be a true friend. Free me.
Are you that infatuated?
Oh, I am drawn to her. Maybe she's just what I need.
The love of a little country girl? How little you know yourself.
Sometimes people are talking. They're asleep. That's how I feel now. I'm talking, but I'm asleep, and I'm dreaming. Oh, I'm dreaming of her. Such sweet, beautiful dreams. Oh, let me go. Let me go.
No. No, I'm an ordinary woman. You mustn't talk to me like that.
If you wanted, you could be extraordinary. There is a kind of love, young love, that is all poetry and beauty. It sweeps you into a world of dreams, and on this earth, only that kind of love can bring true happiness. I have never known that kind of love. When I was young, I was always rushing to publishers. I was always trying to make a living, but now it's here. It's come, it's calling. Why should I run from it?
You're out of your mind.
Maybe I am.
Why are you all conspiring to torture me today?
She doesn't understand. She doesn't want to understand.
Am I so old and ugly that you can talk to me that way about other women? You're mad. Oh, my beautiful, my wonderful. You're the last chapter of my life, my joy, my pride, my bliss. If you leave me even for an hour, I won't survive. I'll go out of my mind. Oh, my wonderful, magnificent one, my master.
Oh, God, someone might come in.
Let them. I'm not ashamed of my love for you. Oh, my precious, reckless boy. You want to be mad, but I won't let you. I won't let you. You're mine. Mine. This forehead is mine. These eyes are mine. This lovely, silky hair is all mine. You're all mine. You're so talented and clever. The best of all living writers. The brightest hope for Russia. You think I exaggerate? Flatter you? Look into my eyes. Look. Am I lying? You see, only I truly appreciate you. Only I tell you the truth. Oh, my darling, my wonderful one. You'll come with me, won't you? You won't leave me, will you?
Oh, damn, I have no will. Oh, I have no will of my own. I've never had a will of my own. Always submit. Oh, how could any woman love me? I am weak and flabby. Oh, take me with you. Take me with you. Fine. Don't let your eyes off me for a moment.
Now he's mine. Well, of course, if you want to stay, do. I can go by myself. You can come later in a week. After all, why should you hurry?
Oh, we may as well go together.
Whatever you say. Together, then. Together. What are you writing?
I have the honor to announce, dear ladies, with deep regret, that the horses are ready. It's time to go to the station. The train arrives at 5 minutes after 2.
Let's go, Joe. Tell them we're leaving. I want to say goodbye. Are you ready?
Oh, I've forgotten my stick. It's on the terrace. We're leaving.
I knew you'd come. Boris, I've decided. I'm going on stage. I'm starting a new life. I'm leaving my father. Everything. Tomorrow I won't be here. Like you, I'm going to Moscow. We'll meet there.
Stay at the Hotel Slavyansky Bazaar. You let me know as soon as you've arrived. Molchanovska Grohalski House. I have to hurry.
Just one moment.
Oh, I am so glad I'll get to see you again. Those beautiful eyes. That sweet, tender smile. That angelic face. Oh, so pure. My darling.
Gavrilovich, Konstantin Gavrilovich. The old man wants to know every minute. Where is Kostya? Where is Kostya? Can't live without him.
He's afraid of being alone. What horrible weather. 2 days now.
There are waves on the lake. Huge waves.
And it's pitch black in that garden. We should have told them to take down that stage. It's standing there bare and ugly, like a skeleton curtain flapping in the wind. Last night, when I passed it, I thought I heard someone crying.
What's next?
Masha, let's go home.
Who's staying here tonight?
Masha, let's go home, please. Our baby's hungry.
Don't be silly. Matronia feeds him.
Poor thing. 3rd night without his mother.
You're becoming a bore. In the old days, at least sometimes you like to philosophize. But now it's just the baby at home, the baby at home. It's all you ever talk about.
Masha, let's go home.
Go by yourself.
All right. Will you come home tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. Just stop pestering me.
Who'd have thought that one day you'd be a real writer, Kostya? Oh, praise God, the magazine paid for your writing. You've grown so handsome. Oh, dear good Kostya, be nice to my little Masha.
If you sent for my sister, I must be very sick. So if I'm very sick, why won't you give me medicine?
Well, have what you want. Valerian, quinine, soda.
You're preaching again. You're so difficult. Kostya! I'd like to give you an idea for a story. A man who wanted. When I was young, I wanted to be a writer, but I never became one. I wanted to be eloquent in court, but I'm hopeless at public speaking. I wanted to marry, but I never did. I wanted to live in town, but here I am, ending my life in the country.
Well, you wanted to be a civil counselor, and you became one.
I didn't want to be a civil counselor. It just happened.
To quarrel with your life when you've reached 64 is ungrateful, don't you think?
You're so stubborn. Can't you understand a person wanting to live?
Yes, but it's irrational. It's the law of nature that every life must end.
You talk like a man who's had everything. You've traveled abroad. You've satisfied your appetites. You can afford to be philosophical. But he too will be afraid when he's dying.
Fear of death is an animal fear. We have to overcome it. Only religious people have real reason to be afraid. They believe in life after death. They're afraid that they'll be punished for their sins. But that's not your case. You're not religious. And you have committed no sins. Well, except to serve in the Ministry of Justice for 25 years.
28!
We're keeping Kostya from his work.
It doesn't matter.
May I ask, Doctor, what city you most preferred abroad?
Genoa.
Why Genoa?
Because of the marvelous crowds in the streets. In the evenings, when you leave your hotel, the streets swarm with people. You can drift among them aimlessly, live their lives. And with the soul of the crowd pouring into you, you begin to feel as if there might really be a world spirit after all. Like the one Nina performed in your play. By the way, where is Nina now? How is she?
I suppose she's well.
Someone told me that she was leading a strange life. What do they mean by that?
It's a long story, Doctor.
Well, shorten it.
She had a child died. Child by Chernobyl. And who tired of her and went back to his old attachments. As far as I know, Nina's private life was a disaster.
And on stage?
Even worse, it seems.
She made her debut in a small summer theater near Moscow. Then she toured the provinces. I never lost sight of her. Wherever she went, I followed. She always played major roles, but her acting, it was crude. It lacked subtlety. I saw her. She wouldn't see me. I understood Nina's feelings. I didn't insist. Afterward, when I came home, she wrote me. She never complained, but I knew she was terribly unhappy. She even seemed a little unbalanced, always signing herself the Seagull. Now she's here.
What do you mean, here?
She's staying in town at the inn. She's been there for 5 days. I went, and so did Masha. But she won't see anyone. Medvedenko saw her last night in a field about a mile from here.
Yes, I saw her. She was walking toward town. I bowed to her. I asked her why she hadn't come to see us. She said she'd come.
She won't.
Yakov, take care of the horses.
They're back from the station.
Yes, I hear them.
We all age and fade like leaves in the fall, Princess Lady. Except you, of course, who are always young and full of life, wearing bright colored clothing.
Pyotr Nikolaevich. Oh, you still sick? It's not good. Masha.
So you remember me?
You married?
A long time.
Are you happy? Irina Nikolaevna tells me that you've forgotten the past. You're not still angry with me.
Boris Alexeyevich has brought the literary review with your new story in it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Your public sends you greetings. Moscow, St. Petersburg, they're very interested in your writing. They ask me about you. They want to know, what's he like? How old is he? What's he look like? Is his hair dark? Is he a blonde? Oddly enough, they think you're very old. And no one knows your real name. Why do you publish under a pseudonym?
Will you be staying long?
I have to go to Moscow tomorrow. Work on my novel, and I've promised something for an anthology. It's always the same with me. And, well, weather permitting, tomorrow I will go fishing, and I want to walk around the garden. I want to go to the place where you did your play. You remember? I have an idea for a story, and I want to remind myself where it takes place.
Please, friends, let's not waste any more time. They'll be calling us to supper soon. During the long autumn evenings here, we play lotto. Come, play with us, won't you, dear, until supper? It's not a thrilling game, but it's pleasant enough if you're accustomed to it.
Papa, will you please let my husband have a horse? He has to go home.
The horses just got back from the station. They can't go out again in this weather.
But they aren't the only horses.
No!
You're impossible.
I could walk, Masha. Really?
Walk in this weather?
Come, friends.
Oh, well, it's only 6 miles. Goodbye, Mother. I wouldn't have troubled anyone if it weren't for the baby. Goodbye.
Talked about creating new forms. But little by little, I'm falling into a pattern myself. The poster proclaimed a pale face framed by dark hair. Proclaimed. Framed by dark hair. Horrible. Trite. I'll start when the hero is woken by the rain. I'll cut the rest. The description of the moonlit night is too long, too precious. Gregorian style is set. He has it easy. The broken piece of bottle lies on the damp glittering. The mill wheel casts its dark shadow. And there's his moonlit night. I have to include the shimmering light, and the soft twinkling of the stars, and the distant piano sounds dying away in the fragrant air. Horrible. This is agony. More and more, I think it's not a question of new or old forms. What matters is to allow what you write to come straight from the heart.
Everyone must put 10 kopecks into the bank. Put mine in for me, Doctor.
I heard the bad.
It's so dark out there. Why do I feel so restless?
Is everyone ready? I'll start. 22.
What's that? Someone's out there. Who's there?
34.
Oh, I have it.
3.
Here it is.
Nina? Nina? Nina! Nina, it's you! You, I knew it! I had a feeling all day my heart's been pounding. Oh, my sweet darling, she's come. Oh, don't cry. Let's not cry.
Did you put down 3? 8. 81. 10.
Slow down.
How they loved me in Kharkov. My head is still spinning from it.
Someone's here?
No, there's no one.
Someone might come in?
No, no one will come in here.
The students gave me an ovation, 3 baskets of flowers, and 2 bouquets.
Very impressive.
Irina Nikolaevna's here.
Don't worry, no one will come in here.
50.
50, you say?
Let me look at you. It's so warm and cozy here. Am I very changed?
When did you come here? You've been at the inn nearly a week. I've been there every day. I stood under your window like a beggar.
77. 7. And 90.
I was afraid you'd hate me. I dream every night that you look at me and don't recognize me. Ever since I've been back, I've been walking around the lake. I've been near your house many times. I couldn't bring myself to come in. Let's sit. Let's sit and talk and talk. So nice. So warm and cozy here. Listen to the wind. I am a seagull. No, that's not what I meant.
Kostya's unhappy, the poor boy.
Oh, he's had no luck. He can't find a style of his own.
Nina, you're crying again. Nina?
Something vague, strange about his writing, almost like a delirium, and not a single live character.
11.
Do you think that if I lived by a lake, that I would write? I would not. I would conquer that passion. I would do nothing but fish.
It's nothing. It'll do me good. I haven't cried in 4 years. Last night, I went to the garden to see if our stage was still there. When I saw it standing, I cried for the first time in 4 years. It was like a weight started to lift from me. I started to feel lighter. Look, I'm not crying now.
Patricia, are you bored? He's sleeping.
State Councilor Soren is asleep.
So you become a writer. You're a writer and I'm an actress. We've been drawn into the maelstrom. Both of us. I was happy as a child. I'd wake up singing in the morning. I loved you. And I dreamed of being famous.
Catching a perch it's my idea of heaven.
28.
Early tomorrow morning, I leave for you, Liz. 3rd class with the peasants. In Yulitz, the businessmen will plague me with their attentions. Life is sordid.
Why go to Yulitz?
I have an engagement there for the winter. I have to go.
Well, I for one believe in Constantine. He has something. He thinks in images. His stories are striking, full of color. He creates these wonderful emotional impressions. Of course, that's not good enough. I'm only sorry, though, he doesn't write with more purpose.
26.
Nina, I cursed and hated you. I tore up your letters and photographs. But I knew I belonged to you. My heart is yours. I can't stop loving you. Since I lost you and my work has begun to be published, life has been agony. It's as if my youth had been snatched away. I feel I'm 90. I've called your name, and I've kissed the ground where you walked. Everywhere I look, I see your face, your smile, as in the days when I was happy.
Irene, are you pleased your son's right?
Can you imagine? I've never read a thing he's written. There's never any time.
66. 1.
Why does he talk like that? Why do you talk like that?
I'm lonely. I'm cold. No love warms me. I feel I'm living in a dungeon. Everything that I write is dry, harsh, and gloomy. But please, stay in now. And if you won't, then take me with you. Why, Nina?
I have a carriage at the gate. Don't see me off.
82. 30.
Why do you say you kiss the ground I walk on? You ought to kill me. I'm so tired. If only I could rest. I am a seagull. No, I'm an actress.
88.
I've got it!
He's here too? Well, it doesn't matter. He doesn't believe in theater. He laughed at my dreams until finally I stopped believing in them. I lost heart. And there were the anxieties about love and jealousy and worrying about the baby. I became narrow and trivial. My acting was bad. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I couldn't stand properly on stage or control the sound of my voice. You can't imagine what it's like to know you're acting badly. I am a seagull. No, that's not what I meant. Do you remember once you shot a seagull? A man came along, saw a seagull, and destroyed it for fun. That's a subject for a short story.
63.
Oh, I have that. 13.
What was I saying? My acting. I'm not like that now. I'm a real actress. I enjoy it. I revel in it. I'm intoxicated on stage. Ever since I've been home, I've been walking and thinking. Every day feeling my mind and spirit getting stronger. I know now, Kostya. What matters for a writer or an actress is not fame or glory or those things that I dreamed about. What matters is knowing how to endure, how to have faith and bear your cross. I have faith now, and it's not so painful anymore. When I think about my calling, I'm not afraid of life.
48.
Oh, my game, ladies and gentlemen.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. You found your way. You know where you're going. But I'm still living in dreams and images.
I can't make sense of them. I don't know what or who it's all for. I have no faith.
No calling.
I must go. Bye. When I'm a great actress, come see me perform. Promise? But not now. It's late. I'm feeling pain I can barely stand. When you see Trigorin, don't tell him anything.
This is a man who's lucky in everything.
So she brought him with her. Well, it doesn't matter. I love Trigorin. I love him passionately, desperately. Much more than before. A good subject for a short story. How lovely it was, Kostya. Do you remember how warm, pure, and happy our life was? Our love was like sweet, delicate flowers. Do you remember? Human, lion, eagle, quail, deer, goose, spider, the silent fish dwelling in the deep, starfish, tiny creatures invisible to the eye, these, and every form of life, every form, have ended their round of sorrow and become extinct.
I want to tell you about your reach, Amy.
something. My medicine case. Something probably exploded. Just as I thought, a bottle of ether blew up.
I was so frightened. It reminded me of, for a moment, everything went dark.
Once more, I stand before you.